I remember I was 18 when I was first introduced to NVC. And the very first workshop that I attended, I saw myself feeling this plethora of feelings. At, at, at the beginning, I was excited at discovering this new magical way of conversing with people. But by the end of the workshop, I was so put off. I can't even begin to talk about it. I remember walking out of that place with my jackals being fully activated. My narratives were, this NVC is too nice, too fake, too sweet, too dry. And my fantasy was that while NVC makes people feel good, it doesn't do any good. It maintains status quo. And I wasn't interested in that. I just wasn't interested in that. Well, I was 18 then, full of angst and full of this activist energy. So niceness wasn't suiting for me. And particularly because I also come from Mumbai. This is a crazy, mad city. People are always in a rush. I don't know where are they rushing. There's this constant hurry, and there is zero tolerance for pseudo harmony. They'll cut through the bullshit. They want to come to the point. And there's something about authenticity and raw authenticity that is really celebrated here. So I'm sure you can appreciate why the 18-year-old in me couldn't connect with NVC. As I moved on, I was introduced to diversity, equity, and inclusion work, and I took to it the way fish takes to water. I felt energized by it. I was excited, and I said, this is it. I have found my purpose in life. I'm going to be a social change agent. My activist energy disrupted, and not for the good. I saw myself shutting doors that were once open. I remember feeling dejected, not knowing where to go with all this passion that I had. I didn't find NVC nice. I didn't find it hopeless, but rather I thought this is exactly what I was looking for, whereby my passion for social change could be matched with my desire for what this world needs, which is true compassion, curiosity, and openness. I recognize that authenticity and sensitivity are not polar opposites. I recognize that compassion and connection is not anti social change work. In fact, I saw them as two parallel tracks that can go together and that must go together. And that's when I got in touch with what it really means to be holding NVC as a consciousness. I recognize that this is not about using the OFNR model and robotically talking in the same language, but it's really about entering into conversations with an open heart that can speak with authenticity and courage. And at the same time, this same heart can seek the heart of others despite the multiple barriers that may be in the way. It's this incorrigible determination to find the humanity of the other, even when it is invisible to them. And for me, that completely shifted how I looked, not just at my personal relationships, but how I looked at life, how my purpose started getting shaped. I'm hoping that the way NVC has changed and inspired my life, it would have the same magical impact on you.